Disney All-Star Movies Resort.
Showing results for Disney's All-Star Movies Resort.
To today's vlog. We are officially on the road to Disney's All-Star Music. Now you're probably wondering, why did I put in All-Star Movies? Because
the GPS won't pick up.
No, it won't. Yeah, it doesn't want to pick up All-Star Music. But we know if
they're right next to each other.
They're right next to each other, and music is first.
If I get lost going from movies to music, then
there's a problem.
I just gotta do a backup.
So, according to the GPS, we will make it there by 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, but we know that that's not exactly correct because we have several stops for gas and food along the way, and we can't wait to take you along our road trip journey. So, let's head out on the road. Doing our first stop. As you can see, we're at Burger King.
No.
Just kidding. We are at McDonald's and we're making a lunch stop. You got the 2 cheeseburger meal. I got the chicken nugget meal. I also got an iced coffee, and then I have an iced tea, and you got a Coke.
Coke.
That's typical for Sam on vacation. Okay. So we
You know, the road crew is shorthanded when they use a dolly as their man to there's their
slow sign.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of some construction. We left we got our food from Emporia. It went really quick and everything was hot and fresh. But we're driving through this construction, and here's this dolly with a vest on it with the sign taped to it saying slow with some bags holding it down. Like, yep, you know you need every single person all hands on deck when you're doing that. So definitely make sure if you're driving through road construction, watch out for those road workers. Help us keep them safe. All right, so it is 2:20 and we are just on the outskirts of Olathe, which is up near Kansas City. So we are making really good time. We are listening to the Yankees versus
the Oakland A's.
The Oakland A's on the MLB app, which we're streaming through the car system. Man, I love our car. Just throwing that out there. I'm so glad that Sam went ahead and bought it last year.
That's not your first thoughts.
It was not my first thoughts. I was like, what the heck? So, but we're making
let's compare it to gas prices, shall we?
Well, let's compare it to the fact that we actually got a new car before the car crisis. So, I'm happy. But we are just tootling along the road, and we'll catch you when we're about to enter Missouri. In Missouri, and so we have 2.2 miles until our next exit, and then we are headed east towards Lee Summit, Grandview, and continuing right along. I think we're making really good time.
Yeah, it seems to be going just fine.
We started out with it telling us we'd get in about a little before 10. But now, that
was before having to stop at your parents' house so you could use the bathroom.
Yeah, I forgot to go to the bathroom before we left the house, but my parents live like 10 minutes away, so I'm like, oh, we'll just go to the bathroom at Mom and Dad's house. He ended up going too, just saying.
Yes, because you went, so I'm like, well, I might as well see if I need to. I didn't have hardly anything to, but...
But
it was, okay, if we're stopping, I check it out as well.
So so our new estimated arrival time right now is 10:15 a.m. tomorrow, That's even with stopping for food in Emporia and kind of the weird traffic we're in right now in the suburbs of Kansas City. So I'm going to let Sam get back to his ball game, and we'll catch up with you guys. So we are doing our first official gas stop, and we are in Oak Grove, Missouri, which is kind of in between Kansas City and St. Louis. Originally, the plan was to grab Popeyes because Popeyes is right across. I'm trying to show you guys. Right across this bridge over here. But Sam and I are stuffed from lunch. We had pepperoni and cheese that I had prepped for a snack, and then we grabbed McDonald's and Emporia, and we were thinking, like, when we were talking, we're like, we don't think we stopped in Emporia last year. We think we just kind of got on the road, and then we stopped for food here because we were getting hungry, and Popeyes is easy to eat going down the road. So we're going to hold off on getting something to eat right now because we're just not hungry. So Sam's getting gas. We're going to make a bathroom stop, and then we'll be back on the road. So we are about an hour away from Columbia, and I did not get a picture fast enough, but there is a semi-truck advertising a musical based on the life and works.
No, that was the Temptations tour rig.
Oh, well, it wasn't like a bus, but it was like
the semi. Carry all the stage equipment
and it's for the life and time, like life and works of the Temptations, and I just could not get, like, we saw it from the back and I'm like, oh, it's kind of advertising, that's cool, that's different. No, it was the actual semi, so that was actually pretty cool. So maybe we'll come across the Temptations tour bus along this route.
That's not marked.
Oh, it's not.
I remember I saw him out at Lewis.
That's right. So if you didn't,
at least over a decade ago, it wasn't marked.
Because you were security.
Yes.
For them.
For the Temptations that night.
For what they call Freedom Fest out at Fort Lewis. So if we see an unmarked tour bus, it might be them. Part of the road trip where I have moved to the back seat because I was starting to fall asleep.
So I'm like, all right, go to the back.
I'm like, no, I'm okay.
I'm like, dude, you're crashing. Go to sleep.
I was like, I don't want to be punished. And he's like, it's not a punishment.
It's called laying down, getting comfortable.
I'm like, I was like freaking out over it. But it is about 6 o'clock, and Sam's gotten kind of comfy for the night. I'm kind of getting comfy for the night. I'll take out like my earrings and stuff, and I've got kind of
stick them up here with your Fitbit.
Okay, so I've got my heating pad because I've got a little bit.
Say your magic band.
It's not the magic band. It's packed. I've got my heating pad because I have a little catch in my back. I've got some pillows, my blanket. So we will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Hello from 2:30 in the morning. We are currently in Georgia. The way our route goes, we actually go into Georgia, bounce back up in Tennessee, go around Chattanooga, and come back into Georgia. So we are making a real quick pit stop for Sam, and then we are going to be getting on the road. We are roughly a little over an hour and a half to, Atlanta, but we're making really good time, and I think we're doing good. I want to say when the car was on, our estimated time of arrival has moved to 11 a.m. I mean, we've had stops, we've had construction and that kind of thing that we've went through. I'm still sitting back here in the back, dozing off and on a little bit, but it's easier for me to be able to lay down and doze and then sit back up and seatbelt back up than it is, to try to get comfortable in the front seat. So I will catch you guys after bed. Well, it is currently 5:05 a.m. and we are alongside of the road in Atlanta. We, about a mile back, I don't know if you can see the emergency lights back there a little bit, we came upon a wreck. and we missed the cars, but we hit something in the road.
I hit a tire.
Sam?
With the rim. I know exactly what I hit. I saw it.
So, we are okay. So, here's me. Here's Sam.
I'm okay.
We're okay.
A little jittery, but I'm okay.
We're both very, very shaky at the moment.
I'll probably have you come up here for the rest of the trip.
Yeah. So we called 511. We don't. Our car did not come with a spare. We did not learn this until right before this trip. And of course, something happened. But we called 511, which is roadside assistance in Georgia. If we had a spare, they would have been able to come out and take care of it. We do not have a spare. We called the first time, like, oh, there's nothing we can do. And the lady just was really argumentative with us. But like, well, we really still need to report this wreck. And now more emergency vehicles keep arriving back there.
That's
so
right.
it's
not good back there.
It's not good. But we are okay. I want to reiterate that again. We are both very, very, like, we'll be okay, and then all of a sudden we'll just massively start to shake. We had plans to go to Disney Springs this afternoon. I think we're just going to end up chilling out in the room. We're going to cancel our dining reservation once it opens. If something happens day of, like your flight is delayed, something happens like this, and you need to cancel a dining reservation, they're always really, really good about it. And 9 times out of 10, they will waive that cancellation fee for you. But roadside assistance, the second time we called, got someone. He's come out, he's checked our rim. Our rim is fine. All we need is a new tire because our tire is shot. The gentleman just went back to go to their shop to get the tire, and we'll be back. And we will get the name of their business, and we will make sure to mention it in case you are in the Atlanta area and you need roadside assistance. Sam and I are going to try to breathe for a little bit, and I will catch up with you guys a little bit later.
Give an extra $10.
Right. All right. So it is, let's see, 6:15, and we are back on the road. I will let you know the name of the business later. It's on our receipt. Something that we didn't know, but they were real happy to take us to an ATM was that it was cash only.
Well, there's an ATM right next to the tire shop.
Oh, so
there's a little gas station right there.
Okay.
And a little tire shop.
Okay.
I was
So
wondering why we were passing all these other gas stations. I'm like, okay. But then it made sense when we pulled up right next to the tire shop.
So we are just happy that we are okay. Sam said that because they had to pass the incident coming back, and apparently there was a fatality. So Sam and I are very lucky that it wasn't.
We weren't worse.
We weren't worse. And
I damaged a tire. Ooh.
we damaged a tire, and that's it. So we are going to stop up here.
This
Exit 2.
Looks like they have plenty of food.
Yeah,
So.
237. We're going to stop for a little bit because we both need to kind of take a breath away from having like semis passing the car.
At 90 miles an hour.
Yeah. So we will catch up with you guys a little bit later. Hey, so we made a bathroom stop outside of Atlanta. We finally found a Dunkin' that was open because none of the gas stations.
Texaco had its doors closed. Just like, okay.
Yeah. So we stopped at Dunkin', went to the bathroom, and now we are on the road again.
Going places that we've never. Oh wait, yeah, we have.
Our ETA now is 1 o'clock. It's kind of jumping around a little bit. It goes
Between 12:50 and 1.
Yeah, right now we're going through some really dense fog. I'll show you guys. You can definitely, if you look like over at the trees over here, you can see it. But it is like dense. Like you can't see, too far ahead.
So I switched back in the regular glasses.
Yep, so because Sam had his sunglasses on, and so we went back to his other glasses. It has been an eventful morning. we're both still a little on edge. I still kind of feel a little sick to my stomach, but we're supposed to have a dining reservation tonight at 5 at Planet Hollywood, and we're going to see if we can move it back.
Normally reservations are available most at the time.
Right. But to modify it day of, we do have to call, and because today's when resort guests can start making reservations for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Not so very Merry Christmas Party.
Yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Not so very merry? That'd be kind of sad. It'd be like an Eeyore party.
And Mickey's Very Merry, Not So Scary Halloween and Christmas Party.
The combo for like the week they're both there?
Yeah. Anyway, so we're just going to kind of chill out.
So would Mickey be dressed as a vampire like he normally is for Halloween, or would he be dressed for Christmas?
I think
or would he be Jack Skellington and just not worry about it? Be Sandy Paws? I
think he would rotate. So like for maybe an hour, he would be in his Halloween costume. Then he would be in his, he would go take a break and change into his Christmas outfit. So, Disney, if you're listening, great idea. People would pay big bucks for that, by the way.
Yeah, because they'd be able to get the pictures from both parties instead of coming to Y'all might lose money on that one.
Okay.
Because even though you can sell the tickets, people won't come back for the second trip.
True. Never know. So, anyway, the hold lines are pretty long. Like right now, I think it was
40 minutes.
It was a 40-minute wait. So, tickets did go on sale at 11 o'clock Eastern time last night. So, all the travel agents were up getting tickets. So, the people that are online are new agents who didn't know, or people who aren't using an agent calling in to buy their tickets. So I will catch up with you guys later and let you know what our dining reservation situation turns out. Alright, so it is 10:40 in the morning and we are just now leaving a town in Georgia. Why? Because the back driver's side tire had a bubble, which means it also got damaged this morning. But we did.
On a positive, when I looked underneath, nothing else was.
So
when I popped the hood, nothing was damaged.
Yep. So we have a new ETA of 3 p.m. All we want right now is a shower and a chair massage.
And a bottle of vodka.
And yeah, we are going to ask them very, very, very nicely. I will cry if I have. Those are mine. Cry if I have to.
No, really? Mine are solid black. I didn't know that the ones that looked like they were marbleized weren't mine.
To please cancel our Planet Hollywood reservation, and we have decided we're not booking this anymore. If we decide it's going to be spontaneous, and we're not going to give Planet Hollywood an opportunity to do this to us again. Second time. But we did make a very, very important decision while we were waiting around for our tire to get fixed.
Yeah, we're flying.
Yep. Thank you, Mom and Dad. That was their Christmas present to us. We're flying.
We're paying for it.
Yeah, we're going to pay for it. Right now, things are just so crazy. But we have Comfort Plus on Delta, and we arrive the 22nd, and we depart on the 8th. So Sam has a little bit more recovery time after the 5 and 10K.
Yeah.
So something that I learned from another travel agent is actually that if we put a 10-day ticket on the initial reservation, like the 22nd through whatever the 2 weeks is, I can call Disney and say, hey, I want to be able to spread these tickets out through this date, and we can do a room-only reservation for the second part. So that is what I think we're going to do. We are going to discuss it later on and decide exactly what we want to do. Right now, our goal is all-star music. Whatever resort we're staying at today. Hey!
Hello.
So you were saying what?
I might get out and kiss the Florida ground. Just to get out of the state of Georgia.
We've been in the state of Georgia for way too long today. And no offense to our Georgia subscribers.
No, not at all. I love the people here.
We're ready to be at Disney.
Well, that, and I think I pulled into Georgia at like 2 a.m. this morning. It's now noon.
We've been in Georgia for 8 hours. Technically,
that's 10.
Okay, whatever. But technically, we should already be there. But we got a text message that our room is not ready yet. And we're like, great, we're not there yet. So, cool. So
I'm okay that my room's not ready yet. It's not a big deal.
So it is 11:47. We are getting close to the Florida-Georgia line. We have decided we are not going to stop at the Welcome Center. We really just want to get to the resort.
I'd say, last time we stopped, we got a shot glass of juice. It's like,
yeah.
I want a shot glass of juice. It better be Pog.
Right?
And mixed.
Right. It has just been that kind of day. So we have decided that we are moving forward from today. It is, we've kind of been able to vent, breathe, and
we didn't do any terrible damage to the car. We had the money to cover the tires.
Yep. So, all in all, we are doing all right.
Yeah, I'd say it was
frustrating.
It stunk.
And it stunk. But it could be worse. And the bonus part is we are 3 hours and 15 minutes away from Disney. Well, not less than that. Because that's too...
We're like 2.5 hours from Disney, or where we start seeing Disney signs anyway.
Right. Well, and here's the thing. Let me know in the comments if you have noticed this. When we went to put in Google to drive to All Star Music, it does not show up. It wants movies. It wants movies. So we put it in Google Maps.
I don't know if sports is the same way or not.
Yeah, I may have to try.
I wonder what other resorts are that way.
Yeah, like it gives you, like, if they're like right there by each other, it only picks one. And
if you try to get AOA, does it give you Pop Century? Or vice versa?
Yeah,
Borderlands Bridgewater and Riverside.
Yeah, so it was
Beach and Yacht.
Yeah,
right? That's kind of the same parking lot, but
right. Well, and that may be why, because of Pop Century and
music and movies.
Yeah, are right next to each other and they share a parking lot. So who knows?
What about sports?
Sports doesn't share a parking lot.
Well,
it's farther down.
How does it show up here?
I don't know. We may have to play with it later. Not right now, though.
No, I want my destination to stay that way for now.
But we have decided that we are going to get to the resort, get to our room, because by 3 o'clock we should have our room number in theory. If we don't, we'll pop into the lobby and they'll give us our room.
Go, hello, we are here.
We have our room. So we are planning to...
We like pillows.
We're going to shower and change and lay down for a little bit. We are just going to ask them to cancel our Planet Hollywood reservation. They will do it with no issue, 9 times out of 10.
It was just a bad day.
Yeah, it's just been a really rough day. And so we're going to go to Disney Springs. We're going to have Chicken Guy. We're going to go to World of Disney. Well,
if the semi doesn't try to take us off the road.
If Sam hadn't slowed down, we would have gotten hit. I am really ready to be at Disney.
Can I just be out of Georgia now?
Yeah. 18 miles to the state line. Florida, we need you.
Hey.
We have our room. We were getting kind of concerned because we kept getting texts, your room is not ready. Your room is not ready. Oh boy.
Well, our room is ready.
Our room is ready. We had 2 requests. We requested Calypso and we requested ground floor. And we got one of the 2. We did get ground floor, which I'm really happy with.
I'd say I'm more interested in ground floor than I am necessarily Calypso.
But we do have a preferred room, and so we are in the Jazz building section. We are in 2410. So
Jazz hands.
So we are about an hour and 45 minutes from the resort, but we are
Which means we're about an hour away from seeing all the Mickey magic.
Yep, because when we turn off onto the turnpike, we'll start seeing all like the billboards and stuff for the different Disney and Universal and SeaWorld and stuff. So
come celebrate. The Magic is calling at the 50th anniversary celebration of the most magical place on earth.
Answer the call.
Hello again.
Okay, so we are about 24 miles away from the turnpike, about an hour and 20 minutes away from the resort. We're at exit 352 Escala, Silver Springs, and there's literally
I saw a truck of watermelon.
A U-Haul truck. A U-Haul, like...
Somebody rented a pickup truck.
From U-Haul. And it's full of watermelons. And I'm like just waiting for them to start...
somebody's having a watermelon crawl.
I'm waiting for them to like start flying out of the back of the truck. And I took a picture of the watermelons, and I'll insert that picture right now.
Good signs have begun.
We are about 25 minutes away from Walt Disney World, and we are so excited. Our room is ready. We figured out what we're having dinner. We are going to go ahead and keep our reservation at Planet Hollywood.
We're going to make it in plenty of time.
Yep.
So.
We both found stuff on the appetizer menu that we liked, and so we decided to go
get an appetizer thing, the big appetizer platter.
Yep. We're just going to...
drinks.
And just kind of relax a little bit.
Yeah.
So we will catch up with you as we're going under those famous arches. We're almost here. We are about 15 minutes away from our resort.
I saw it.
And we saw stuff. We could see the Epcot ball. We saw the Contemporary. We saw the swan or dolphin. Sam saw the castle.
You can see the top spires. I was like, dude, that's the castle.
The castle. So we're almost there, y'all. Despite it all, we're almost.
We're actually not too far off of overall what we're gonna be, because it was gonna be 11.
Yep.
We're getting in 3.
4 hours. All that time
for everything. The way it went earlier today. Not bad.
We'll take it. We are discussing a different way home, though. Here we've officially went under the one of the arches, one of the entrances into Disney property. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, guys. Thank you so much for coming along our 2-day journey to Walt Disney World. The good, the bad, we share it all with you, and we don't know who they were, but we send our deepest condolences to the family who lost a loved one in the wreck. We were very fortunate to not have anything super serious. We just had the 2 tires, but someone's life has completely changed forever, and our sympathy goes out to them. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video. Bye.